If you're trying to build your Faceless YouTube channel to your first 100,000 subscribers, this is the video that I wish somebody gave to me. It took me 2.5 years to learn this and close to 2,500 videos to get this completely down. I'm gonna give it to you guys here completely for free. And trust me, this will change your entire perspective on how you make content from now on. And this is not some random strategy. This is a proven strategy. You can see the play button there, and the school community that I run also continues to get the students inside their creator funds deal also on YouTube through this exact method. Before wasting any time, let's get down to the first part. It's picking your niche. And this is something that people make so complicated. It's not. It's really not. And the best advice I can give you when you have to pick your niche, and by the way, for those of you guys who don't know what a niche is, it's basically you picking out a certain direction in which you want to make content in. So for example, people make shorts on basketball, people make shorts on football, people make shorts on business stories, horror stories, like all of these are niches, right? And you have to just pick, in my opinion, like 2 or 3 in the beginning so that you can test the waters with multiple niches as compared to just picking one. Now, the biggest BS in my opinion that I hear all the time is people suggesting random niches, right? AI ranking niches, dog walking, cute dog niches. Like, you have to keep in mind that if you get yourself into this game, you're gonna build this channel to your first 100,000 subscribers. You have to make sure that you continue to make money through this channel. You don't pick something which is trendy right now and it falls off in the coming months. You have to make sure that you pick something that you enjoy and that it can scale also in the coming years. So eventually, when you start to make a lot of money through it, you can outsource this to different editors and you can just make money on the side as passive income through this also. So I don't want you guys to have this mindset, oh, this niche is really popular right now, I don't really know what this is, but I'm just gonna make video on this just because this is going viral. If you know how to make good videos, you can make any video go viral. Pick a niche that you actually enjoy, because you don't want yourself to be in this game hating yourself. Oh, what am I doing here? I don't even like this. Why am I doing this? This is not even related to Faceless YouTube shorts or anything. This is just simple life advice. If you want to do something for the long term, make sure that you enjoy it also. And what it does also is that you will have such an easy time when you decide to make content on it, because you'll already be familiar with the niche, right? Because you've been watching it for so much time now. Now that you have your niche selected, it's time to make your channel. You can name it anything. Go to ChatGPT. For the rest of the video, by the way, I'm going to be having that basketball channel example. We're going to make a basketball channel, right? Go on to ChatGPT, tell it, hey, I'm going to make a Faceless YouTube channel which is going to be on basketball. Just pick a random name, right? I don't want you guys to focus on these tiny things which really don't matter in the long run, especially when you're running a Faceless channel. People don't really care about what the name is, what the branding is, to be honest, if you're not selling something, right? If it's a Faceless channel purely just to generate ad revenue and create really sick content, you can worry about the branding later. Just get your channel up and running first. So go on to ChatGPT, or if you already have a sick name in mind, pick that, type it in, and boom, you have your channel made. If you already have a channel, old channel that is, a couple months old, you haven't uploaded anything on it, just reskin the channel, right? Or if you want to create a new one, create a new one. It's not like, oh, it's an old channel, doesn't have anything uploaded on it, so, oh, it's not going to go viral, the algorithm's not going to like it. That's all bullshit. And this is just a pro tip. If when you're making the name, the username, that particular username shouldn't have, in my opinion, any sort of numbers, some random character, just so that you can secure that name. Pick a name that actually sounds good and is actually available. You don't have to put any random numbers on it. It just doesn't look right. Now that you have made your username, you have your channel up and running, now it's time to create the profile picture. And no, we're not gonna create the cover banner because it's literally not necessary. I don't want you guys to waste time on this stuff. I want you guys to upload content as fast as possible. So speaking on as fast as possible, make your profile pictures through Midjourney or through ChatGPT. Those are the 2 softwares. Again, same basketball shorts example. You're gonna make a really nice, clean image which looks cool and does not have a lot of detail into it, because what happens is that your profile pictures appear to be very small when people are scrolling through shorts, reels, or watching long form videos. You have to make sure that it also has a contrast, right? So it can be a black background, so the basketball could be like fire orange stuff, like something which is contrasting, right? You cannot make a black background and have a gray subject, right? A gray icon. It just blends in too much and people won't be able to decipher what the hell actually the logo is, right? Again, do not waste a lot of time on this. I don't want you guys to focus on these tiny things. It does not matter. Again, I'm going to say this again and again throughout this video. The thing which actually matters the most is when you start uploading content. All right, so now that you have made the profile picture as well, we're going to create the bio. Again, super simple. Don't have the bio too long so that, you know, they have to click on the 3 dots in order to have it expanded. If you're, again, the basketball channel example, daily basketball clips, fire basketball videos. That's it. You do not have to make it more complicated than that. So you have your bio, profile picture, and your channel is up and running. You have your username, you have your name, everything is perfect. Now we're going to get to the most important part, which is actually making videos. Before we get into this part, if you want to talk to me one-on-one completely for free, you can do so by clicking the link in the description. We'll talk about social media, how to get yourself up and running. So here I'm giving you some general advice. On the call, I can give you some custom curated to you advice that can actually help scale your channel as well. And again, that is completely for free. Now, making the viral short. This is the most important part. When you are starting out, you do not focus on editing. There's a misconception, and I've said this millions of times, that people think that editing is what makes clips go viral. It does not. There are few basic concepts of virality, which I like to call the fundamentals, and those are the most important. Of course, in the long run, editing kind of matters. For right now, you just do this, what I'm about to tell you, and this is again a proven strategy. I'm not making stuff up. You can see here, Elaman has got into the YouTube Creator Funds program through this strategy and continues to get millions of views through it. And this play button that you see behind me, this came because I started this strategy, and this is the exact clip that I executed this strategy first in. So again, I want you guys to make sure that you guys copy shamelessly. This is a big ego hit for a lot of people, because people are like, oh, I'm not going to copy anyone else. Brother, you're just starting out. The big creators know the game 100 times, 1,000 times better than you. So it's so much better that you copy these creators, and in the long run, obviously you can start to switch, branch out from these creators, but you have to make sure that, for example, if you are in the basketball niche, you search up viral basketball pages and you get video ideas from it. And because their videos have already gone viral, if you reskin their video idea, you already know it's a viral video idea because it's already gotten so many millions of views. So it's literally a life hack. I wish somebody told me, when I was starting this out, I would have been so ahead. Put your ego to the side and copy shamelessly. You'll be so much more efficient. You're gonna thank me later. Now, I was talking about the fundamentals. What are the fundamentals? The fundamentals are clip selection. The fundamentals are music tracks. The fundamentals are making sure that the clip is entertaining, meaning that people are retained throughout the whole video. Last but not the least, editing is clean. I don't exactly mean fancy. It can be fancy if you know how to do fancy editing, but it has to be clean. No random mistakes, no glitches, nothing like that. If you focus on these fundamentals and you copy shamelessly, that I've told you before, you will be ahead of so many people that is not even funny. So, clip selection. This is the first part of the fundamental. Making sure that your clip is entertaining. We've already covered this before. If you copy shamelessly the ideas from other people, right? Reskin it to your own editing style, you'll be ahead of so many people. Now, the next is music selection. Unfortunate hard truth. If you don't put any music track on your clips, your video will be 10 times harder to go viral. It's just hard facts. I don't know why this happens, but if you don't put any music track, and if you put incorrect music track which doesn't suit the vibe, which is really important, making sure that the vibe it matches with the short, right? If you're making a conspiracy theory style short, making sure that your short has a conspiracy style music. So something like Transgender by Crystal Castles, something like Kerosene, or there's another music track also which I'm going to play also. I think it's called CK Test and Recognize. Yeah. So, and obviously I know these tracks by heart because I've been inside of the game for so long. If you're like, oh, fun, but I don't know the tracks like you do, right? I'm just starting out. Now, what you can do is, again, copy shamelessly. Viral clip that you copied, copy the music track of that also. Copy that again and again and again. Extract the music from it using something like vocalremover.org, or you can just Shazam the short and Shazam will give you the music track. When you do this multiple times, in the span of literally like 1 month, you will have so many tracks to work from. You can just simply pick music tracks on your own. That's how I built my personal library, which has over 700 songs, and which I give inside of Abundant School as well. So the people have, instantly are provided with amazing music tracks. So they don't have to worry about finding a viral music track, because all of them just exist in my library. I also give another music library, which is powered by Blast Off Media, through which you can make money. So that's also an amazing aspect inside of the school community. Again, link inside of the description. If you apply all of these things, you'll be golden. Please make sure that whatever music track you choose, it suits the vibe. If you're making a happy short, make sure that the music is also joyful, right? Enhances the already existing vibe. Same with sad music, same with creepy music, horror music, motivational, all of these tracks. You have to make sure that you choose the tracks according to the clip's vibe. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys how to actually, source these videos, right? So you will curate your feed. You will go onto Instagram or YouTube. You will curate your feed. If you like basketball content, like all of the basketball stuff, right? Press like on it, because Instagram and YouTube will suggest it to you. And then what you can do when, you're like, when you're scrolling and you're like, hey, I can make this into a really good clip. What you will do is you will type in on YouTube situation related to that, right? So if LeBron James is talking about his story, right? So you can type in LeBron James tells about his life, something like that. And most of the time, YouTube will suggest you the actual podcast, which he said it. Or if you know the creator, right? For example, if there's a creator who is doing a podcast with LeBron James, you know the creator, you can just type in that creator's name and LeBron James, and you can find that exact moment through the YouTube transcript. So whatever specific words LeBron said, you can go in the YouTube transcript of that video, Control F, and you can type it in, and you will have the exact timestamp, and you can basically download that video from Snap Downloader or loader.to. If you want to go the free route, Snap Downloader is again a paid model. But if you do that, right, you download the video, you get the timestamp, you'll have the exact unedited raw clip that you can edit now. And you already know this is a viral clip because it's already gotten a lot of views. You see where I'm going with this? And by the way, I'm not going to teach you how to edit. I am going to tell you the editing rules, but I'm not going to teach you how to edit, because a lot of the people that are watching this might be editing on Premiere, might be editing on After Effects, might be editing on CapCut, DaVinci. So one editing tutorial doesn't really make sense. And if you have any questions regarding this, you can simply leave a comment. You can ask me any sort of questions regarding the process. If there is something that I missed out, you can again comment and I will reply to you pretty much like as soon as possible. So now that you have your clip, right, you have the timestamp where the guy exactly said the stuff that you want to edit. Now the time is to edit actually, right? So you will make sure that you again copy shamelessly, right? Whatever the viral clip that you had, right, you will literally keep it side by side. You can also download that YouTube short or YouTube reel, whatever, keep it in your editing software, and you can literally watch it again and again so that you exactly copy the clip, the cuts, everything, the sequencing, because I don't want you guys to waste time here. I want you guys to upload content as fast as possible. This way is so much better. The bits that they are not inside of the original video, don't put it. You're like, oh, maybe this part of the context can actually make more sense. Stop putting your brain into this. Just upload content right now, and we're going to just focus on this for the next few weeks, and then you can start to branch out, because I want you guys to step in the shoes of a big creator, so that you're not just guessing around. You're not just spraying bullets with a machine gun, you're just aiming with a sniper. Once you've done the sequencing, you've done the cutting, pick the music track. Again, like I've said, you can either copy the music track, or if you have a library of yourself, if you're like, oh, this music track might suit better, do it. Completely fine. But if you don't know how to pick music track, just copy the music track that is already existing. Again, you can Shazam it, and Shazam will give you the actual track. Search it on YouTube, just download the MP3 version. When you have that, now you will do the captions, right? If you're on YouTube, put some bold captions, not thin ones, because thin ones go viral on Instagram, not really on YouTube. Put some bold captions and pick a really nice clean font. And please, for the love of God, don't pick a fancy handwritten font or some other bullshit. Pick a simple font. Fonts like Nexa, fonts like Gritaros, fonts like Dortmund, fonts like Mont. Right? These are amazing fonts that I've used throughout my whole editing career. That's why I know these names by heart. And start to make captions. The rule of captions is that it should not be more than 3 words per caption layer. So if it's like something, I was going to the market, I was going will be in one caption layer, and to the market will be in another caption layer. That's the basic rule, right? Don't exceed more than 3 words. People have a hard time understanding it, right? Now that you have made your captions, you will start to color them, right? So I was going to the market, the word word market and be highlighted in some other color such as blue, green, orange, whatever. And you can do this again and again, for all of the caption layers. And then you'll include some clean animations, nice pop animation, maybe a morph animation if you can do that, but keep it nice and clean, right? Keep it nice and clean. Include a stroke on it, include a drop shadow on it so that, it's not just white. By the way, the base caption color should be white. Don't pick any other color. Don't pick yellow or some other dirty color. Pick white, and then you can, just here and there, you can include some colored captions also. So you have made your sequencing, you have made your music, you have selected your music track, you've made your captions. You're pretty much done now. Now what you can do is inside of the clip, you can include some subtle zoom in so that, everything is not very static, right? You can see here and right in this video, everything is zooming in just a little bit. And the reason I do that is just for, retention purposes. Not a single shot is like static, right? It just gets boring. Now it's time for the color grading. Color grading should be very, very simple. Include a little bit of vibrance, a little bit of saturation, some sharpen, some unsharp mask. That's it. You can play around with the values. I've told you what your color grading effect should be. Obviously, I can go into the universe plugins, the BCC, the sapphires. I won't do that right now because you are just starting out, and you can easily reach 100,000 subscribers without even touching those advanced After Effects plugins. Trust me. By the way, this is another friendly advice. Color grading is better with better quality clips. So if you are editing a 4K clip, the color grading will sit on it really nice, right? Versus if you pick a clip which is 480 in quality, right? 480p, it's going to look very bad because color grading doesn't really save videos, right? It just enhances whatever there is, right? So if it's a bad video, bad quality video, it will just make it worse. The good quality video, it will actually make it better because it in its base form, it's actually really high quality. So you don't have to worry about it that much. Now that you have your sequencing, your music tracks, your captions, your color grading, you're pretty much all set. You have included some zoom ins as well. You're all set. Now just export the video. Make sure that you test out the volume, but this is really important as well. People don't do this. Test out the volume on your phone. If you're editing this on a PC, put an MP3 version in your phone and you listen to it on your phone. Ask yourself, is this actually sounding good? Is the music track too loud? Is the voice too low of the speaker, right? If it's either of those cases, go back to the editing software and play around with the volume so that it's actually a healthy blend, right? And you will now just upload it, right? Upload it on YouTube. YouTube will automatically recognize it as a YouTube short, given that you have exported it in 1080 by 1920 and it's just under 3 minutes, right? I'd recommend just not more than 45 seconds when you're making your first couple of shorts, because the longer the short is, the harder it is for you to retain the viewer. Now that you are uploading, you now have to make the title. The title is really important because so many people get this wrong, and so many even the student inside are sometimes mess this up. They don't really put any efforts on the title. They will try really hard on the short. They'll edit in and everything, but the title is so bad, right? If someone is making a clip on a Shark Tank pitch, right, for example, they will just have, if it's a Shark Tank pitch on a golf ball, crazy golf ball pitch on Shark Tank. Bro, what? Put some effort into it. Or this golf ball product is really good. Put some effort into it and put some keywords into it, right? Have a what the fuck element to it, right? When people watch your title, people are like, holy shit, like what? Now I have to click on this, right? So if it's like, again, let's go to the LeBron, basketball, Stephen Curry, right? If he shoots a 3-pointer, you can either have a really bad title. Stephen Curry shoots a crazy 3-pointer. Bro, he's shot thousands of them. But if you're like, Steph Curry destroys the stadium with this half-court shot, people are like, what? Destroys the stadium? What? Like, you have to exaggerate a bit inside of the YouTube shorts. Like, that's just the game. You cannot make your shorts like in some nonchalant way. You have to exaggerate. You have to be charismatic with your title because so many millions of short form content pieces out there exist. Why should they watch yours? Keywords are really important as well. Words like Steph Curry, right? Popular figure, destroys the stadium. Again, key words which hook the viewers in. For example, if you're making a Shark Tank short, put the word Shark Tank in it because it will actually be suggested better from YouTube to your viewers. So viewers who search Shark Tank, your video will be shown in the search box. It's really important. SEO is not dead. SEO is still there. You just have to focus on it. And then you can put some hashtags also, but not in the title. Put hashtags in the description related to your video. It can be 3 to 9, doesn't really matter. I don't really put hashtags also anymore, but like my shorts still go viral really consistently. So like you can put them, I just don't do them. So there you go. You have made your very first short. Now we're not done yet. When you've made your very first short, now you will just continue to do this, but improve like a little by little, right? The next short that you make, you will follow all of these rules, but maybe include some new transition effects inside of the videos, right? Maybe you will be like, oh, let me just try out this time I choose the music track, and you upload it and you're like, oh, this didn't go viral, maybe I can do better with the next one, right? Or you try out some other color grading effects, you try out some different caption animation, right? Copy shamelessly, but improve consistently also, like 1%, 5%, right? Really smoothly. And so like by the time like it's been 30 to 45 days, you'll be improving so quickly because your base is set on viral clips already, and you're just improving on it, on top. So you're gonna be really set for the long run. I'm telling you, you will achieve your first viral short within a month. This is a proven strat. Again, if you want a curated advice on this, right? If you want to, whatever niche you're picking, you want me to give you curated advice for your niche, book a call completely for free, or you can join my school community as well. A link will be in the description. We also offer a money back guarantee. If you don't make your very first viral short within a month, you can get your money back. The membership will be on us. No problem, no questions asked. We also have hundreds of lessons now, video lessons. You have an AI suite, a CapCut Pro account that you will be given, a Midjourney Pro account, a Envato Elements Pro account. All of these accounts will be given to you, as well as the music library, the blast off, royalty deals. So like all of the tools, right, will be given to you so that you save your time and you upload consistently. You will be given a system which teaches you how to upload consistently and not focus on the editing, so that you actually make money in the long run. And that is the most important part, right? Making money consistently, right? You don't have to spend days on an edit. You can just literally make a really good video in the span of a couple of hours, do that again every single day, and you'll be making thousands of dollars in no time, right? So that is it for the video. I hope you guys like it. Do you have any questions? Feel free to book a call, or you can ask me in the comment section. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys inside of the next video.